Hello and welcome to another episode of my playthrough of Factorio. I am Sakonda and today we are going to be doing the nuclear reactor, um, which is actually on time as well because we are running out of electricity. So first of all, we've got our refineries that we have set. Oh, sorry. Hey, we've actually finished. We'll do that later. No, let's start this one. So these are basically just processing the raw uranium. Do we need 8? No, but that's why these are now currently all inactive. The only reason I had 8 to start off with is so that I wouldn't have to wait for about a year to get my 40 235 uraniums. While I was doing all that kinds of other stuff, they actually managed to produce about 70, so we actually did have enough. And then I obviously started with the Kovarex, which is what you can see here. And you just saw it working. I've only got one at this moment, but that's because one is supposedly enough to supply about 30 something reactors, so we actually don't need one or more than one at the moment. Also because there will be some leftover, well, 235 still coming out of here. These two chests are full of 238s. They will currently not be used. They were just excess in getting the necessary 235s to start up the Kovarex. So the way this is both also tileable. You can just plump them next to each other and it'll work. So basically what happens is, let's just say that this never got any 235. So 235 comes in here, gets picked up by this long hand, gets put in there, everything's happy. This arithmetic combinator counts how many times that has been working. So basically just counts 235 times 1, outputs that number of uranium. And then when it actually has picked up 40, it stops. This can only work when it has picked up less than 40. So basically at this point it has picked up 40. I could basically remove it, but I'm just going to leave it here. Second part is that this belt here will actually not work until 40 have been picked up. So for example, if you would have like 3 next to each other, you'd basically have this 3 times after a row and it'll just have stopped. So first what happens is that you've got 40 coming in here, and then this unlocks and it will actually let 235s get through for the second centrifuge. And then again there'll be a blocked thing here, and that'll again only let 235s through to the third centrifuge if the second centrifuge has had 40 235s. So that's this belt. This is just so I can put stuff in it box. That box will go. On this side, we've got 4 filter inserters, all set to 10. So basically, when this stops its craft, you should see in a second, these 4 will all take out 10 Kovarex, which is what it needs for the next cycle, and then gets hoovered up by this stack insert and put back in basically. And then there's obviously you produce 41, so these take out 40 and this one takes out 1. It's also been limited to 1. So that should take out all the Kovarex is produced in 1 tick. Yeah, there we go. And it just gets hoovered back in. Um, this also has the habit of, well, this also takes out the spare green. Not sure why it does that, but it does. Probably because they can't put a filter on there anyway. Yeah. It would be nice to have like a filter long hand, because then you could set this to only take out 1, 2, 3, 5 and not the 2, 3, 8. But yeah, it's not a huge issue. But yeah, I just get 2, 3, 8s here. I could probably loop it back somehow. Um, that's basically what this does. So this just feeds. So this takes out some 2, 3. Actually, I could. We don't actually. Oh yeah, we do actually need 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 8. Sorry, for making these fuel cells. It's not too bad. Then again, I don't really like. I actually prefer. I'm going to make a slight adjustment here. There. I want you to take out all the 2, 3, 5. Oh, that's why it takes out the. Why do you take out the? Yeah, well, no, that doesn't work then. Because it takes out the 2, 3, 8 before the 2, 3, 5. Hey, Power Amazon. Let's research the better personal robot port. Yeah. Well, that's basically this setup. As I said, this little circuit here can actually be removed as to the moment this is self-sustaining, because this is basically just as a gateway to the next Kovarex centrifuge, so they only start up one by one. Anyway, so we now have a Kovarex going. So now we are going to make our nuclear setup. We'll just do that up here somewhere. So first of all, we obviously need to make the nuclear fuel. And for that we are going to use this. We need an underground coming up. I'm not working with nuclear ammo just yet, so I'm not going to tile these after each other. So there we go. Yes, I know you need electricity. Bear with me. There you go. Doesn't actually get anything in there. So what you need to do here is make fuel cells. And for that we're going to do a request just as well. Replace that. There we go. And then we have 1, 2, 3. And you are going to ask for plates. How about 20? How many do you need to make this? 10. Let's do 50. It's not like iron plates are actually shortage at the moment. There we go. So that should supply everything for the uranium fuel cells. Then we can take it out here, and actually I want to put this on in a box. We've got a box. I could also make this an passive provider, but we do not need it because I'm only going to work with one reactor so far. There. Oh, we actually have to put an inserter in the middle first. So let's make a yellow one. This doesn't actually have to be fast. A bit zealous, are we? Actually, I didn't want you to do that. Let's take out everything because now it's just waste. The problem with these nuclear reactors is that they use the fuel regardless if they actually need it. Let's do. Hey, let's do that. It upgrades all our non-stacker as well. Let's actually limit this. We don't actually want too much fuel either. Put that back in there. Then we need heat pipe. Well, first let's put these over here. Where's my heat pipes? Supposed to have heat pipes. I requested heat pipes. You mean you scrubs haven't actually brought me heat pipes? I've been asking for ages. Where's my nuclear dip? Ah, now you're bringing me heat. Is that heat pipes? No, that's heat exchangers. Don't need them anymore. Where's my heat pipes? Why did you not ever make... Oh! Did I? Yes. I got these mixed up. Let's do that quickly. Then again, I could make them myself. I don't actually need 10. Probably half is enough as well. There, up, nope. We need more. Just about enough. Now we need water. Where can I steal some water? Well, technically it's not stealing because it's mine anyway. This side, there we go. I need steel. Let's see, I would like some tanks, 4 preferably. There. Okay, it does actually help if these are... Oh no, they are supposed to turn that way. No. Oh, there we go. Alright, so what we're going to do now is plonk these. Well, if it will allow me, obviously. Are these water pipes are in the way a bit? Little adjustment. We're going to do what we do for the regular ones as well. It's basically leave room for the electricity cables. Doesn't mean I need 2 more Steel. Are you not getting... Why? Oh, probably haven't set anything up. My trains are gonna run out of steam at this rate. Well, I'll sort that out later. Let's do this. Oh, I'm having iron issues. Again, something I'm going to look at when I'm not doing the nuclear stuff. No, I do not want to go to my oil mine. I want to go here. So what I'm going to do is hook these four together. Obviously make a few extra heat pipes. Can't imagine standing one of those being pleasant. I'll just burn through a fuel cell without actually providing any electricity. Hooray! So, like that, and then you can actually get four in line. Wonderful. Let's put a underground here just so I can actually get through. And then again, I guess I didn't have to do those, but it makes it look nice. There we go. And then we can put our, where are they? Turbines. Oh, they actually don't need the outside ones. What is going on here? Oh yeah, you do need the outside ones. Because you have to put electricity poles in between. There we go. And that should work. Now, because we don't really want our... I'll have to make another way through. There we go. So, obviously we don't want this to be working 24/7. Let's just make a outbox for the use of fuel cells. What we're gonna do is, which is also why we have these steam things here. Do we have a cable left? Yes. Hook that onto there. So basically that's going to be measuring the amount of steam that we have, and oh no, you're fine. It's you that we have to keep in line. So you're not allowed to work if steam is more than, well, you can only work if steam is less than 1,000. Actually put a number in there as well. And we are going to limit you to override stack size 1. It's still gonna feed more than it's allowed to, but that's why we have 4 tanks to hopefully buffer the amount of steam one can produce. Actually, just to be sure, I'd like to put some extra. Can you bring me 5 more steel? Well, 4 more actually. I don't know if I actually have an ability. No. Um, doesn't really matter how I place them. I think that's better. Are you gonna get me some steel? Maybe? Yes. We're getting me something anyway. Oh, metal plates. 1, 2. Thank you. No, I actually want one more. That's possible. No? One more? Steel? Oh, I'll just pinch some. Let's have a last pipe. Or tank. There we go. Hopefully the 8 of them should be able to, yeah. See, he's loading up 5. Why did you have to load up 5? How do we stop you from doing that? I have honestly no idea. Hang on, we could put a slow inserter. Just basically means that when this runs below 1,000, it should be a smaller interval and should only be able to get one in. Why are we not? Oh, it needs time to warm up. Kovarex is still doing its thing. Oh yeah, we need something to take. Filter inserter out. You take out the 2, 3, 8. And what we're gonna do with you is feed you back into here somehow. Will that work? Apparently it's disappeared. Input priority to the right. Yeah. So basically now it'll prioritize whatever comes on here. We're not going to start emptying those boxes now. We don't actually have the enrichment going yet, but are you nearly ready? Sort of. It's producing steam now. Wonderful. But you guys aren't going to do anything until we actually hook you up to the main network. So let's do that, and there we go. And there we go. We're at 100% satisfaction again. That's perfect. So that basically will sort itself out. The heat exchangers will keep turning water into steam, and that will be stockpiled here. And as you can see, we've reached 1,000, so this has deactivated. And you're not getting any more, which means that we're turning basically nuclear stuff into steam, which is being stockpiled for whenever they need it. This is actually a good ratio. It's one reactor to 4 heat exchangers to 8 turbines. The amount of tanks you can use is completely up to you, but as you can see in my case, that we actually still have to burn through 4 fuel cells, and I would prefer not to waste too much of that steam. If we do, it's not a big issue, but I prefer not to be too wasteful. Obviously, this is not including the sister bonus. I don't need multiple reactors at this point, so I'm not going to bother with building several sisters, because adding another reactor to this side will actually not add just 4 heat exchangers, but he actually adds 12 extra, because it doubles the heat each reactor can use. So each reactor goes from needing 4 heat exchangers to 8 heat exchangers, which will obviously then also need way more turbines, more than I really want at this time. So as you can see, we are only using about 80, 90-ish megawatts of power at the moment. So one turbine is, I believe, about 5.8 megawatts. So we've got about 40 megawatts now, if I can count right. Yeah, 40 megawatts, just over. So these will actually do about half. If I would decide to completely get rid of my coal boilers, then I probably need more, but that's the combination of both the boilers and the turbines are fine at the moment. So this is the episode around nuclear. So we've set up a nuclear power plant and so forth. So I'm going to wrap it up here. See you next episode, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.